Hello everyone and welcome to PaxAriaGaming. This is Reg with episode number 6 of Code Vein 2. We are going to be starting out at the supply fort where we were last time. This is where we ended. Sneaking up behind this guy over here at the controls.
I feel light as a feather.
And that is the Blood Weaver, the forme that we got from Jose, the blind version of Jose. And I'm using her blood code, and I'm probably not going to continue to use it, because as you can see, it sort of damages me when I use it, and I haven't figured out how to stop that from happening. So I've been trying to level up all of the blood codes, and I wanted to do hers as well. But it doesn't matter whether I'm fighting scrubs or bosses. It just, that damage is not something that I think is acceptable.
Still works.
So this is Supply Fort 2, and if you're wondering why we're here, we are heading to Forward Base 2. Let's say Supply Base 2, Supply Fort. But we're heading to the Forward Base 2 to meet up with Craig. And I guess Lyle. But along the way, we're going to scavenge. And when I haven't played in a couple of days, I forget how to use all the controls. So bear with me for about maybe 10 minutes or so, and it'll come back. I don't think there's a lot in here. It's sort of like a pass-through. You know, I've searched the place, and there's not a lot of loot. I mean, in the last episode, I think at the end of the last episode, I went through as much of this area as I could in terms of what's not locked, and there's not a lot here. And I am running this little expedition with Noah. I guess he's gonna get bumped out whenever we meet Lyle, because I think he's gonna become an automatic partner. Blood Weaver again. It one-shots those kinds of bosses. They're not bosses, those kinds of enemies. And yeah, I still die a lot. This is episode 6, so I should die fewer times in episode 6 than I did in episodes 1, 2, and 3. Alright, we put the marker down. Is this door going to open for me?
It must open from the other side.
Of course not. Because that would be too easy and too simple. Hey, buddy.
Hold it, you. State your name and business. Well, a Revenant Hunter. You're not registered with the association? Interesting. Very well. I'll let you take the entry test. Come with me. We have a simple motto. If you really want something, you better be willing to fight. Listen up! This Revenant Hunter here wants to join the chorus! Someone give him the test!
I'll be the one to give him the test. Go ahead, Hunter. Hit me with your best shot.
Out of my way.
What gives, Lyle? It's rare that anyone tickles your fancy.
That one there's no ordinary vagabond.
All right. Both sides, take your weapons!
Seems you're the real deal.
Nice one, rookie!
Well, well, now that was a show. Tell me, Lyle, when was the last time someone drew your blood?
You've passed the test, no questions asked. With skills like yours, we're lucky to have you.
I'm Craig, leader of the Dawn Chorus. Come, let's talk inside. So, you're a freelance hunter. I'm sure you've got your reasons, but I'm not here to pry, so don't worry. Under normal circumstances, we'd throw you a little welcome ceremony, but as it is, I'm afraid we're a little pressed at the moment. I know you just got here, but I've got a big favor to ask. Once things settle down a bit, we'll get you initiated properly. As you're aware, the Chorus's main objective here is to reclaim the totality of the corroded scar.
Damn straight. We're gonna raise a new banner on the ruins of our homeland. I want to storm the castle in the center of the valley. Unfortunately for us, the place is locked down tight. The entrance is protected by a blood seal. We'll need the Ichor of retainers who once served at the castle. The retainers were once powerful revenants who've since gone mad. Now they roam the valley aimlessly. If you're up to it, I'd like you to deal with them for me. Don't worry, this will be a walk in the park for you. I'm not asking you to go alone, either. Right, Lyle?
Yeah. Let's get this over with. You're with me. Though I'll be honest, Craig. I don't see why I can't do this alone. You know I could. Sounds like one less liability to me.
Hey, we finally got a promising recruit. It's a good chance for you to try working with someone for a change. Sorry for saddling you with Grumpy Guts for a partner. He's a reckless one, but a fine fighter. I hope you can make it work. There are 2 targets I'll need you to hunt down. When you're ready, start by heading toward the valley. There's a lift just outside the base. One revenant is known to frequent the limestone cave through the Crystal Grotto. The other you'll find near the heart of the valley. It was last spotted roaming an abandoned region with plans for urban development. Once you've taken out the 2 retainers, extract their Ichor and bring it back to me. I'm counting on you.
Okay, we have a new blood code. And like I predicted, Lyle will be our partner in this area. You are locked out of using any partner you want in certain parts of the game. So in this, like, for instance, in this area, if I wanted to choose a different partner, I wouldn't be able to. Well, and that sort of makes sense.
Let's stop for a bit.
This is Lyle's quest, so sort of makes sense. We'll see how he handles combat. He's got a strange little jacket thingy going with the off-the-shoulder. I'm not sure what look he's trying to achieve, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so where we're heading now? We're heading to the Plateau Ruins. That's our first step. We have our little new subquests. Let's talk to this guy.
Anything you want.
See, is there anything we can upgrade? Yes. Anything we I'm sort of sticking with the curved blades for a little while here, so I am going to upgrade them. I don't know whether it will be my final weapon. I still think I need to add a bayonet. I'm never going to use the axe. So I have 2 great swords. Upgrade our bequeath forme as well. Yeah, so in terms of weapons, I started with the great swords. There were 2 different ones that I was using. And they were okay, they're just very slow. And then I decided, okay, let me switch over to dual blades. I eventually want to add venom to the dual blades. But then we got Glutton's Eyes, which are also these sort of floaty dual blades that we got from Jose in the last episode. They're not connected to, you're not holding them in your hand. So to me, it's a little bit weird. I guess if I explored with them and practiced with them, they'd feel a little bit better. My understanding is they're pretty powerful. So, let me see, is there anything? I need to get the fire orb thing, which I don't have. It would be nice to get. Have the electric orb thingy. Okay, so come on, Lyle, let's see what you got. All right. That's too far away to use the Blood Reaver. Well, Lyle's doing a pretty good job. All right. Okay. Actually, all of the partners we've seen so far do pretty well. Noah was my early game favorite. I like Lou, but I think Noah is more tanky. And considering how I play these games, I need a tanky partner. So, you know, using the bat tail, I guess if you position yourself right, it actually works the way it's supposed to. So it sort of pushes you back from the enemy, but if you're too close, it doesn't push you back far enough. I've been investing in that one and the stinger more than anything else. Okay, where to next? Let's grab that item. Yeah, one of the things about the map markers, I did put a marker down. One of the things about the map markers is that sometimes, okay, we have some stuff in the water. Sometimes what you're looking for is actually underground. And it's not always clear. I mean, you wouldn't know that by looking at the map. Right? You look at the map, you see something on the map, put the marker down, you go to that area, and then there's nothing there. I've had that experience a lot in this game.
Lightning's basically in my blood.
So I wish there was a way with the map to toggle between depth, so you'll know when something's underground and you won't just go there. Because you need to find the entrance to that underground. It's not like you can go to the map marker and there's a hole in the ground that you can drop through. Typically, you have to find whatever the entrance is. Sometimes it's a base that's underground. Sometimes it's a cave. I love using this Statesman bow. I love it. I don't know what it's going to be like fully leveled up, but it's a great weapon for sniping. It's also great for unlocking the map jammers, because you don't need to actually go all the way over and hit the map jammer. You can just, from a distance, if you see it, just fire a shot. And usually one shot does the job. Okay, not too bad. Some pure platinum. Letting Lyle handle his business. Ooh. I don't even know what some of these creatures are. That one looked like a monkey, but I'm pretty sure it's not a monkey. The developers did a pretty good job with the terrain. I mean, it looks like a sort of after some terrible event kind of terrain. So now that time it worked the way it was supposed to because it was far enough away, but if you're too far away, then the bat jail won't hit. Okay, that was more of a charged bat jail attack, so. Alright, alright. I'm liking Lyle's style. He and Noah seem to be fairly hyper aggressive, which I guess is good. Although in Noah's case, he seems to be able to aggro the bosses more than Lou. Not sure about Lyle yet. But I like that because you can get the bosses focused on Noah while you sneak up behind them and attack them, or set up your weapons and stuff like that if you need to change them mid-fight. Probably not much of probably not a good idea to do that, but if you have the time and the first time you walk into a boss battle, you really aren't sure what you're going to get. I can tell you what doesn't work in a boss battle is the Statesman bow. Oh, I love that spinny thing, that little circular saw move thing he did. Yeah, so the Statesman bow takes too long to draw and set up. I guess all of the bequeath formae are a little slow. Because even Idris's axe. You know, and you can be knocked out of it. So if you're trying to use Idris's axe, and you're standing in front of an enemy hits you, then you're not going to be able to use the axe. That is true for probably all of them. I don't know about Blood Reaver yet, but I'm assuming it's the same thing, right? Now, unless you get some kind of booster that allows you not to get knocked out of that, you sort of always have to be careful how you're using it when you choose to use it. And since bosses move around so fast compared to some of these other enemies, you really have to position yourself, in my opinion, you have to position yourself behind the boss and hope he doesn't do one of those 360-degree swipes, which I've experienced quite a bit. unlike some Dark Souls games where you can actually get behind the boss and just wail away before they turn around. These, they just have this 360-degree swipe with an axe or a sword or whatever they're using. There are a couple of bosses that did that. France did that quite a bit, and Jose, she didn't do it that much. You could get behind her and get some damage in. It was just that she was a big boss, and you just never knew what she was doing because you're busy wailing away, so you're not sure whether she's going to stab the sword into the ground or whether she's going to do her swipe move. But you can avoid some of that if you stay behind her. At least we're getting haze. We're killing a bunch of enemies along the way. But I see now that Lyle is a decent partner. He's a pretty good partner. He did well against the field boss. How he does against the boss, we'll see. And yes, I know I have a motorcycle. I see the little icon in the bottom left. But as I mentioned when I first got it, every time I'm on it, enemies seem to just pop up, and I end up having to get off of it immediately. And unlike some games where like the Arkham games where you're forced to use the Batmobile, in this one you're not forced to use the motorcycle. I have used it and I will use it. I just don't use it as much as I probably could use it. Okay, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. All right. Cool. See, this is an example of being too far away. So I'm using up all my I-core, shooting off these off the bat and getting nothing in return. Okay, so those were the electrical balls. I don't know that they do a lot of damage to that kind of enemy. They will stun them. And they're stunned, it gives Lyle a chance to go up and smack them before they do anything. But like all of these games, some enemies have immunity to certain things, right? So you have to be careful when you use it, whether or not the enemy you're using it against is immune to it. That's true with fire, probably true with venom, and true with this electrical thing. So it's good to have more than one type. And then you can just switch them out depending on what area of the game you're in. Okay, I see a chest ahead. I see...
To stock up.
Looks like a church. There might be one of those healing, strengthening things in there. And there's some enemies hiding behind gravestones. Okay, not too far away. Okay, so it sort of went... Alright. Okay, not too bad. I was wondering whether or not it can pass through the leaves in a tree. So I'm rebuilding my shots for the weapons. And the forme. So that's one of the things you have to do is to pay attention to. I notice I'm running out more and more. Probably because I'm doing because I'm using more and more of those weapon arts, or ashes of war, or whatever they're called in this game. Okay, let's see what's in the chest. Circular guard. Not quite sure what that is.
Let's keep on moving.
Church overlooking the ruins. Okay, so there's not one of those things in here. Okay. Okay, so we're not really at the map marker, so. All right, let's grab that item and then we'll move on. Making sure nothing is on the roof, although it doesn't look like there's a way for me to get up there. That's the other thing about the game that's very interesting is some of the items, I said they were below ground, but some of the items are actually on upper floors of buildings. So you have to figure out how to get to the upper floor of a particular building in order to get the item. Sometimes it's easy, there's a ladder or some stairs. Sometimes it's not easy and you sort of have to figure it out, and sometimes that means going into the building next to it, climbing that building, and then walking across some little bridgeway or something like that. So the game does make you think. It's a nice little problem-solving element, which I like. It's not quite God of War solving puzzles, but there are those elements that you really that you really need to pay attention to. The new enemy type. I'm not quite sure what that thing is. It's got one hell of a beak. And it's pretty tanky. Blood Reaver did some pretty decent damage. I think if I'd gotten him fully, he would have died. See, that's that 360 thing I'm talking about. They all seem to have this spin move. All right. I mastered Lyle's blood code. So he's got to give me another one, right? It didn't take as long to do as... We're 28 minutes in and probably got the blood code 10 minutes in. And I've already mastered that one, which is pretty nice. Earlier I thought that I would be able to master all of them. But I guess, you know, when I go back into explore mode again, maybe I'll equip the ones I haven't used to see if I can get some proficiency. Some of them are particular requirements for proficiency. So it's not just a matter of equipping them and killing things. In some cases there are specific requirements in order to improve proficiency over time. Okay, we can take that off and put Statesman Bow on so we can snipe a few things. Because this has ambush written all over it. Come on, Lyle, get out of the way, buddy. I think that's like the first time I've gotten the backstab that the game was trying to teach me early on. Still not sure what I did to get that, but we'll figure it out. Plateau Ruins, we have arrived. One of the good things about, you know, putting a marker down is you can see it from just about.
For you, pal.
You can see it from just about anywhere.
Out of blood.
Now, for the things that are underground, here's what I'm not sure about. When you put the marker down and you go to the area and there's nothing there, if you leave the marker active, will it show up underground? I have not tested that theory, but it's a theory I do want to test. Especially since now I know that items that show up on the map can be underground. And of course, in the underground areas, there are different levels, right? It's not like it's just underground.
This is where things get tough.
I guess in caves it might be, but when you find one of those underground bases, it's like 6 or 7 levels down that you can go and fight your way through the entire complex, which is kind of really interesting. I have to look up what that spinny thing is called. I like that. The little saw blade thing that he threw. Wait up. You know, all these guys stand, I guess they're protecting me. I guess maybe that's what they're doing. They all stand in the way when I'm trying to actually use the Statesman bow. Lou did it quite a bit. Jose did it quite a bit. Now Lyle is doing it. It's funny, the music, I guess, gives you a hint that there's an enemy nearby. Although I don't hear the music now, and there's an enemy right over here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I guess when the enemy is engaged or sees you is when the music starts. That's kind of a nice hint. Because there were times when I was traveling with Lou or with Jose, and they would say, you know, their little fight thing. And I wouldn't see the enemy. I was like, okay, what are you talking about? Because I'm looking ahead and they're behind me fighting something. I'm like, oh, okay. And some of the enemies blend into the environment pretty well. Like in this area, the enemies are sort of this grayish color. Oh, I see the map jammer back there. Oh, this is a person map jammer. Interesting. He's got a huge sword. I think this is the second one of these types of map jammers that I've seen. Heals left. Okay, I guess he's at the end of his little range. Okay, there we go. I was like, I don't want to have to start this all over again from wherever the last missile was.
Kept you
Okay.
waiting, huh?
All right. So let's go back and see if he was protecting anything else. I don't see anything on the map. But that doesn't mean there isn't something back here. Aha, there's another chest. It's funny, some certain chests show up on the map and others don't. I'm not sure why that is. Like the ones inside of those bases seem to show up on the map once you're inside the base. These, even though I had deactivated the map jammer, didn't show up. so not sure. I see there's an item on the other side over there. There's an item behind us. Let's grab this one first. And then let's take care of this guy. Okay, so Lyle uses a one-handed sword.
To stock up.
Which actually, I have a one-handed sword in my inventory. I used it for about 10 minutes. And I think part of the issue that I was having with it was I'd been using the great sword for a while, and the one-handed sword just wasn't doing the same amount of damage. And so I didn't really give it much of a chance, actually. I really need to get to a Mistle, since I have no heals, instead of... I guess I'm just trying to finish this little Plateau Ruins area. Oh well, I just died. We got a guy launching grenades at us, and we got this guy with a super long spear thingy. The good thing about anything that they're shooting is that it's slow. You can dodge any of the projectiles, at least up to this point in the game. I don't know whether that's going to continue to be true, but right now you can dodge just about any of them. And so at some point I will get a bayonet gun thingy and level that up, just so I can have a complete, it won't be a complete arsenal, but a more versatile arsenal. Right now it's a great sword, and it's the, although I do have a one-handed sword, it's a great sword, and it's the dual blades. Two great swords, actually. See, this is an example of what I was talking about. So we put the map marker down because the map indicated that there was something here. And whatever that something is, I'm guessing is below ground attached to that structure ahead. And it would help if I actually locked on. Oh God. Okay. Just when I was saying I wasn't dying as frequently, I'm beginning to die quite a bit. Okay, we're going to go back to forward base 2. Since we completed the Plateau Ruins, and then we're going to head to where we're heading.
I'm impressed.
Alright, level 42, not bad.
Looks like you've mastered my blood code.
Oh, I'm going to get another blood
Did you
code.
some good along the way.
Yes, it did.
I think you're ready for even more powerful blood now.
Nice.
So here,
Gimme.
let my powers be yours.
Okay. So as you guys can see, I have 13 blood codes so far. In order to get them all, some of them are side quest blood codes. Like Francis' blood code was Noah's side quest. I think I have 2 or 3 from Noah. 2 or 3 from Lou.
Let's roll.
I don't know how many there are in the game, but I'm going to try to get them all. You know, in terms of my completionist perspective, I'll try to get all the. I'm not saying I'm going to max them all out, so that's not likely to happen. But I will get them all. We have another mistle here.
Time for a break.
Oh, it's the same one. All right, we're back at the Plateau Ruins. Okay, so we're going to try to get into that structure over there.
By my blade.
This little... Lyle is playing cleanup. He's over there just hacking away at anything. I'm like, okay, go. Do your job, buddy. Okay, so we didn't really miss anything when we came through here the first time. I was just wondering, because I didn't have any heals left. That was why I went back to forward base 2. Okay, so how do I get over there? Yeah, that's the marker we put down for whatever is underground. So let's kill these guys again. I'm less afraid since I have heals. So we can figure that out. Okay, so the distance isn't as bad as I thought, actually. Okay, so regaining my dodge skills 40 minutes into this video. Okay, so how do I get... Yeah, I'm not worried about getting over there yet. There's got to be an entrance. Maybe... Oh, okay. I see one of the one of those area booster thingies too. Okay, so we're gonna switch locations. I'm assuming all of this is gonna loop. All of this is going to be underground, and eventually we'll get all of the things that we saw above ground on the map. So let's give it a shot. Oh, I was gonna say, who are you talking to? This guy. Okay, so the little circular blade thing seems to miss a lot if the enemy is if the enemy is very mobile. At least it seems to. I've only seen him use it a couple of times, so maybe I'll wait. Okay, I see an entrance off to the left. He's pretty fast. Stuck on a rock. Do his little roar. Okay, not too bad. I did hit him with Idris's axe, but it didn't do the time thing with him. The good thing about it is it still does a lot of damage, even if you don't end up pausing time or locking him into like a frozen position. Even if you don't do that, you still get the benefit of having hit him with that axe, which is good. But it's slow. Okay, do this so
Hard
we
to
can.
hate thunderstorms. Lightning's basically in my blood.
Okay, Lyle. Whatever you say, buddy. I'm here for you. Okay. So I see an entrance. You know what would be nice in this game? Is if the game gave you a drone, that would be helpful. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's underground. 100% sure that's underground. Okay, we have a giant deformed squirrel-looking creature over there. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It's underground. So we have to find the underground area. I think that's going to get us a lot. Before we do that, alright, good damage. I wonder if those scale with leveling up. You know, spin move he just did with his blade. I don't know what that one is, or whether it's one of the formes. I don't use the scythe. This is how you get into the
Looks like
underground
this
area.
goes on a ways.
We're gonna find out. Yeah, I don't use the scythe a lot. I mean, I tried it once or twice. I think that move is that scythe move.
Anything around?
I passed the lamp like 4 different times. You should just equip it on your little quick item thingy. I don't know whether I'm going to need it in here or not. Okay.
About time.
Where are we? What is this place called? This is the underground shelter on the outskirts.
I'll have to work hard to keep up.
Level 43. Very good. I'm guessing by the time we get to the end of this episode, we probably will be at like level 50 or so. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that because the deeper you go into the game, the more haze you need to level up. So whether it's actually true that I'll hit level 50 by the end, we'll see. I should be close. If not 50, then pretty close. This feels like there are more enemies in the area. And I don't know whether that liquid... Oh, there's the map jammer over there. I don't know whether the liquid is poisonous, or is it water, or is it something corrosive, since we are in a corroded scar. There are walkways over it, so I guess you're not meant to actually walk in it. The 2 enemies over there. Let's take them out. That's what I mean. You can almost always dodge their projectiles. Lyle, you're in my way, buddy. Oh, you know what? I think this is the first time I noticed that you can see them coming towards you on the map. That's helpful. Yeah, I don't think I ever noticed that. It's probably been true the whole game. You're 6 episodes in, and I don't think I ever paid attention to that. My dude, you're gonna get me killed because you keep blocking my shots. Yeah, I guess that's helpful because I thought, you know, maybe a skill where you can actually sort of see the enemies on the map would be really, really helpful, but I don't need to do that. If you can see them coming towards you on the map. Actually, I don't know, because you still have enemies that hide around corners and they don't show up on the map. I guess I'll be paying attention to see whether that's true or not. I don't remember them showing up, and maybe I'm just not looking at the map all the time. That's a possibility. See, like this stuff, I'm not sure whether it's poisonous. I mean, I guess I could jump in and give it a shot and see, but yeah, I'm a little risk averse, so probably not. All right, let's continue.
All done. I'm on my way.
All right, buddy. Okay, so that lever, I'm guessing, unlocks the map jammer.
Looks like there's a trick to it.
Yep. Yes, Captain, obvious. There is a trick to it. It's the lever over here. Hang a right. And there we go. So I'm guessing this will open or unlock the door.
That took some doing. Yeesh.
Okay, it opened the door. Okay, now we go back. We take on the map jammer. And hop in the elevator. Okay, well, that wasn't all that helpful.
Did that activate it?
Yep, it did. So we're heading down. See, that's what I mean. There are all these levels in these little underground dungeons. So I actually like the verticality of the game. But I think the main map, the upper level map, should have these levels so you can actually know that. There's an earlier underground area of the game that I have not gone back to. I think it's on Magmel, actually. We went there once. The guy says you need permission to get in here, or something like that. So I'm guessing since I'm one of the heroes now that maybe he'll let me in there. I'm not not really sure. It would be nice, but I do need to go back. I need to make a note and remember to do that. There are very few areas that I've not completely done in terms of quest and exploration and stuff like that. That was one of them that I did not finish. Okay, little monkey's got the jump on me. And see, that's what I mean. They were not on the map. They weren't that difficult, but so I don't know. I gotta figure out how that happens. Grab this item. I guess if I'd gone over here, they would have probably shoved me over the edge. I see another lever on the other side. Some enemies below. The stairs look like they're broken. So if you go down, it's like a one-way trip. get up here. Well, I can't snipe them. I don't have any. I only have one. That was it. Yep, that was it. So we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to jump down. Oh no, he can jump up. Alright. Alright. Didn't know you can do that. Yeah, his little spinny thing seems to miss more often than it actually connects, so maybe it's not something I want. My stinger jail is missing as well. How did I die? Huh. Yeah, I think the moment I hit like at least 10 heals, I'll be glad. Right now I'm at 6 as a max, and I burn through those pretty quickly. So hopefully I'll become a little bit more proficient with the heal thingy a little bit later on. Or maybe there's a blood code that's better than the one I have. Sorry, Lyle. Alright. That should open the door ahead of us. Below and ahead.
Should be able to get through now.
Yep. Alright. Is there someone else? Oh yeah. Little monkey guy. Okay, I'm dying a lot. I'm dying way too much. I need to pay attention to my surroundings a little bit better. We have a chest over here that we're going to nab before going through the door. Nope, we didn't miss anything. Sly Vengeance. Not sure what that is. I will read all that stuff sort of off screen. Yeah. What am I doing? It was underground. There's the booster thingy right there. So I guess if I had left the marker, this would have been marked. So when you're frustratingly looking for something and you can't find it above ground, then I guess logically it must be below ground. I guess. Right? That would be my guess.
Feels like something bad's waiting for us.
Yeah. We have one of these little revive monolith thingies, and I'm not quite sure why. Is it a boss ahead? So let's take off Statesman Bow since it's useless against bosses. We'll go with Idris's axe, and if we die, then we'll switch over to Blood Reaver. Okay. My man's hiding out in the dark back there. What are you doing back there? I still can't tell what kind of enemy he is. Oh, and he's got monkey friends. I knew I was gonna die. I should have just backed out and healed. And both monkeys are still alive. Okay, not anymore. Don't die, don't die. Alright. Okay, good. Lyle is back. Take out the second monkey. But one of the things, there are very few boss fights where you have multiple enemies. Okay, so I didn't get the freeze on him, but Idris's axe still did a lot of damage. So yeah, in most of the boss fights, it's usually solo, but if it's not, you get to a point where it's not solo, or if I'm gonna switch to Blood Reaver. I don't know whether it can cut through the whether it can cut through that that thing in the middle. You'll find out. If it can, that'd be great. But yeah, so you always kill the... Oh, good. I can't get the critical because I'm standing behind him instead of in front of him. Very good damage. Very, very good damage. This fight is just about over. Ooh. I'm gonna run around and let Lyle take you down a little bit. And you can chase me if you want. Yeah, you want to take out the minions first when you're in a boss fight that has them, like whether they're clones or any of those kinds of things, because I think it's rare. Like when we fought Jose, she was by herself, which made it a lot easier because you can just, both of you can focus on her. This is a field boss, so it's a little different, but you want to take out the minions first because they're just going to continue to aggravate you, and they can kill you. See, that's the thing. If they're annoying and they can't really do any damage to you, then I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if it can cause damage, or if they're buffing the boss, right? Sometimes that happens. So you get stunned by electricity. Okay, now I can get the critical. Come on, come on. There we go. Gotcha. Invigorating rush.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Sounds like something that happens after you eat a gummy. I wouldn't know. Let's see. All right. We're done. I see the little thing that takes you back to the front of the dungeon. Wow, that's it? Okay. We got everything though, see? So it disappeared. That's pretty cheeky. But now you know, if you don't find the item above ground, then it is below ground. Or potentially above you, depending on where you are. Okay, that was the underground shelter on the outskirts. Now we're going to head to the... Well, we're going to level up. 44. That's level 44, so maybe we won't get to 50, but I think we should get to level 48 or so by the end of this episode. We'll see. Well, it depends on whether or not I'm spending haze to upgrade things or whether I'm just spending it to level up. So we're going to head to the Miner's Abandoned Village, and then the Crystal Grotto, and then the Limestone Cave. That's what we're going to do, and then we're going to wrap up at that point. If we get through it all. Hopefully we can get through it all. Now, we saw this little deformed squirrel, weird looking creature earlier when we were surveying the land. Now we need to take him on. Okay, so he's got... Oh my god, that's annoying. So he's got some kind of, looks like acid, maybe? And he charges at you like that. Well, the jump charge is okay, because it only hits you once. The charge where you're trapped in front and he's just driving you is a little annoying. Okay, so he's not that difficult. But I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that there's a boss version of him. Interesting design. Different from the other bosses we've seen. Okay. That's it. He's done. Not sure why he was out here all by himself. And he didn't drop anything. Alright, let's switch back to his bloodline, his blood code, and then we will head towards the miner's abandoned village. Whoa. Okay. Is this it over here? So we have a couple of enemies. We have a big enemy in the back. The other thing is, when you miss with the petite forme, it's annoying because it costs so much to use them. And I know that there are blood codes that would give me more ichor. Okay, let's put back on the arrow so we can kite these guys over here. He's the venom guy. When he looks at you, he applies a status effect, which is pretty annoying. So we'll try to take him out. I only have 2 shots left. And apparently he's decided he doesn't want to fight. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to get... There we go. I should have used the stinger. That was dumb, because now I'm still without any shots. I can take it off since it's useless. Put that on. That's useless at the moment. Where did you come from? Usually Lyle warns me about them. He didn't say a word. We got this guy, Mr. Once again, I should have used the stinger. Okay, he went back to his, I guess, regular location. Wow. I didn't see the second guy. These guys are pretty good at hiding. Oh, I know why, because the little heads up map isn't on when you're out in the world. I guess it's only on when you're inside of a location. I shouldn't still be discovering how the game works at this point in the game, but I am. I don't know what the little jump was. That was doofus. Got some good damage in, although the Blood Reaver didn't do as much as I thought it would do. I wonder if there's a charged... Yep. You just want to get some ichor before you die. Okay, what were you guys hiding over here? There's one more guy. I see him over there. I don't know who you're calling. That's what I'm talking about. One shot with the Blood Reaver. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's grab whatever items. So this is not the location. This is not the abandoned, the miners' abandoned camp. Miners' abandoned village. This is just a little campsite. Grenade launcher guy. And very easy to dodge those. Okay. Alright, so it's off to our west. Alright, why am I missing? I see it right there. Alright, let's...
It's different.
Okay, found the Misto Fort. Yes, we need to rest. See if we can't get another level.
I'm impressed.
Level 45. Let's snag these items. Is this it? This is not a village, though. Because I didn't block any of that. You have a shield. Use it. Yeah, it's annoying. I have a shield. Use it. Use it, use it, use it. Because as long as you have stamina, you can block all physical damage. And that would have been physical damage, right? He wasn't doing any kind of AoE kind of damage. There's an enemy there. We have a chest over there. And we have another enemy. Okay, so I guess this is the village. This looks like a village. And we'll take out that enemy that looks like he's empowering these guys. We have one. Okay, I didn't see that one. Okay, so we have like three enemies. Or at least three. So we have him off to the side. We have one guy sitting down, and we have another guy back there. Okay, so actually we have two more guys. There's one further down, and there's the grenade launcher right there. Well, how can I shoot through you? I don't need to. Okay, looks like we can take him out. Yep. And then we have one more guy. Okay, not too bad. Now we can...
Did you nab all the supplies?
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss the chest, buddy. Royal Heart. Grab these items. Is there anything? No. I was like, all right. Wasn't sure whether there was something hidden away back here. Okay. One more enemy. Yeah, it's definitely that what he just did was one of the bequeathed for me. I have it. I just don't use it.
Take my aim.
Okay. So I guess now we can head to the Crystal Grotto, right? Looks like we've, hey Lyle, welcome back. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to do here. Okay, so now we need to find... Okay, so to get back to... We came back here because to get to the Crystal Grotto, after searching for about 40 minutes, you have to come back to the base to get there. I mean, I'm looking on the map and Crystal Grotto doesn't pop up on the map. I'm guessing when I walk in, yeah, there it is. Now I guess it'll be on the map. But I kept looking for it and I'm like, okay, where is this? This is where one of the retainers are, right? He sent us to get to defeat two of them. I don't know how big this area is yet. So we don't have a... It looks pretty extensive, but... Yeah, it looks... Yeah, it'd be nice to find a map jammer. Looks like there's some little twisty turns. Off to the right, off to the left. These little annoying enemies. And of course we're going to take anything we can find along the way, because that's what we do. It seems semi-linear. I mean, there are some branching paths, but I'm guessing that there's a way in and there's a way out. Unless, you know, it's one of those ones where like 3 ways out, which would be annoying. I mean, it could happen. But if there's one way in and one way out, then we will eventually work our way through it and to get to the end, where there's likely a boss waiting for us. Pure platinum. Yeah, we definitely find a lot of upgrade materials, which is helpful. I mean, you can purchase it as well. I mean, so if you want to, you could spend your haze buying upgrade material. But you find a lot of it in the world, so I don't think you really need to do that. I mean, if you're in a pinch and you're at one of the minions and you want to do some, you want to get something and you can't upgrade because you don't have the materials, chances are that same minion will sell it to you. How is it that everyone in this little area has grenade launchers? Now, this looks like it could be acid or something, so I'm not going to jump in there. Every once in a while in games like this, you see an item in the middle of this, like you see items in the middle of fire or lava in Elden Ring. And you can survive. You can go in and grab the item and run back out. Or in some of these Souls games, where if you find a particular ring, it gives you semi-immunity to being burned. So you equip that ring, and then you're able to walk across the lava to get the item and get back. You still take damage, but it's much slower damage. Alright, what's hidden in here? This is too convenient. Cavern encampment. Ah, you're hidden in here. Shield. Okay. Alright. Not too strong. Bloodkin claw. Alright, this will give us a little bit of a view of the space. Let's go up and take a look-see. Hey, buddy. See, that's what I get for not being vigilant. I definitely did not see him there. Alright, so... okay, so there are a couple of... Well, this is not really a switchback. This was just an area off to the side that had an item in it. Oh, there's the map jammer. I see you. That will be helpful to unlock this, the map in this cave, to make sure we're at least heading in the right direction. And we're not. I know we're not going back and forth because I can see it. My little footsteps on the map.
Whoops. Out of blood.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. And it's not actually, it's not as big of a space as I thought it was. And
this place feels different.
We have a mist of limestone cave. Ooh, the cave looks more extensive than the grotto.
I'll have to work hard to
Level
keep
46. All right, not bad. It's not overwhelming with enemies up to this point. I mean, they're enemies, but they're spread out enough so that you don't feel like you're going to be overwhelmed by them. I see a boss door. Looks like that's where we're heading. Grab this item. There's the door. Grab these items. going to use the Statesman Bow because it wouldn't make sense. Alright, who do we have?
Now they're really coming for us.
I knew this was going to turn out to be a boss. I knew it, knew it, knew it. So I guess he's one of the one of the retainers that we're looking for. He has more health than the one that was outside, but he's got the same moves. Actually, no, he doesn't. That's a different move. The one outside charged you. This one sort of rolls at you. I don't know what that move is. Oh, he still charges at you. All right. So I guess he does both. Not doing a good job right now. Should have backed away and healed, and I did not. Okay. Well, if at first you don't succeed. One of the things about the big bosses is the cameras, when you're really close to them, the cameras just really aren't helpful. The camera angles is just not helpful at all. Some kind of, looks like acid. So we're gonna do damage every time we get an opportunity. So I'm gonna get some blood back. We're going to use the electrical stuff when he's at a distance. I was just about to say I can't believe I was able to dodge that. I switched to Blood Reaver, by the way. Since Idris's axe wasn't really freezing him in time, I can do just as much damage, thanks, with Blood Reaver. Just stop moving. Get out of the acid. Lyle, I need you to sort of get this guy off my ass. This is annoying. He's like keyed on me totally. Blood Reaver got a little damage in. Take some blood. Blood Reaver didn't do anything that time. Now he's stunned and I'm in the wrong spot. Blood Reaver did more damage that time. Lyle was doing his thing, which is good. I hate that move. Those. Yeah, I did screw up. But I think we got it. Well, maybe we don't. Good damage. Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's done.
That's one.
Okay, that's the first retainer.
We keep retainers at the castle, but together we won't have a problem taking them down. Now for the other one. It should be on the abandoned land around the center of the valley.
Okay. Abandoned land at the center of the valley. We've seen nothing in here labeled valley, so. But we're not done with this, right? There's... Interesting that the boss was where he was located because... Okay. No, I mean, so there's got to be more to this cave. Okay. Alright. That wasn't so bad. We have this guy over shooting grenades at us, but he must be hiding something. What are you hiding? Alright. Maybe you aren't hiding anything. Let's see. That, I don't see a chest on the map. Ah, okay. That's what you were protecting.
This one grew up big and strong.
A little health upgrade.
Let's collect the nectar.
Got it. Nice. Definitely worth coming over here. Although it was odd because, you know, once you defeat the boss, you figure you're done with the area. But we didn't get the little structure that takes us back to the beginning of the cave. So I guess we weren't really done. But then I think we'll be able, based on the map, we'll be able to exit from a different space that we came, than when we came in, than where we came in. So we may not get that little structure this time. Okay. These little annoying creatures. Alright. Is there anything? I see the outside. Or is that the outside? Here we have an enemy ahead. And a gap we have to jump across. Oh no, not a gap. Yes, there is a gap.
Friendly door. I'm game.
No, not right now, buddy. We got stuff to do. We have an enemy ahead. Just explore down here first and then we'll go back. Wow. You mean a little booster thing is way to hell at the end of this little area? Well, I guess it still works as long as we're in the region, so it's good, but unless if the way to exit was another way that we could have come into this place, which I guess is possible if you can exit. Okay, so this should, so we saw this on the map actually. Couldn't figure out how to get to it. We knew it was underground somewhere. So now we'll head to where it looks... like there's an exit. Oh, we have one of these. So I guess we were going to fight another boss somewhere. Well, they put those in here. I don't know why they don't let you level up at the revive things. I guess it's just an extra challenge that if you die, you end up still having to go back to get your haze. I guess. I don't know what the purpose of that little vortex that sort of sucks you in, because if you're, it seems like every time that happens, the enemy is like unprepared for you to. Okay, how are we gonna? Okay, I'll let Lyle handle that. You go ahead, buddy. You get that. Go ahead. Okay, you got it. You got it. Yep. There you go. Thanks for the haze. Another enemy. Okay, you gotta lock on first. Now that I've used all of my blood up. Okay, we're just gonna stinger you to death. Alright, what is this? Gaia Impact. Alright. Don't know whether it was worth coming to get that, but it's okay.
Let's keep on moving.
By the end of the game, I want every single one of those little blue dots or squares off the map. So we'll see if I can achieve that. This guy's taking a little acid bath. Yeah. Ooh, we got 2 more of them.
The acid here is no joke.
That is acid.
Stay clear.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that one. That's gonna have to just stay there. Even though I have 5 heals left, I'm not sure how much damage the acid does and how fast. I was about to find out. Looks like you can run across. Why would I need to do that though? I need to go the other way. This is outside again, or heading outside? No, are we heading outside? Not yet. Yeah, so where am I going actually? This isn't, yeah, the map now isn't very helpful, so let's go back this way. There was another way that we could go. That is heading outside, but I can't actually get outside without dropping to my death. This was the way. Yeah, some of them look like the ones that explode when you kill them, but sometimes they explode and sometimes they don't, even though they look like the exploding type. Ah, okay, now we have a real enemy over here. Alright. So he must have been protecting the last item in this big ass cave. Oh no, he must be the real enemy. He's got a bayonet. Oh, shh. No, I knew he was going to kill me. He got me in the corner. Okay, that's why the revive thing was there. Yeah, they know there was a tough boss ahead. Alright, we'll grab these items. And then looks like we will be close to exiting this cave. More pure platinum. Yeah, I think I have blood codes I need to turn into Lavinia. There we go. To Lavinia as well. So I can get more of those little booster
What
thingies.
in the world?
Crushing Might. And we have this item. I'm guessing there are not many more enemies. We haven't, I guess the good thing about not resting, having to rest again, was that the enemies aren't all going to respawn. So if we can get out of here before that happens, that'd be good. Okay. We have more of these little crystal thingies. Yep, I see the opening. Grab this stuff, grab that. Grab that. There's the opening. Okay. But he's got moves. Oh, and he has a friend. Okay. Got that. And it looks like... Yeah, I know. There must be a mischief coming up soon since we're now outside again. So looks like with this we are now done. Since we're back outdoors. And this is probably, yeah, that's where we were. Well, we've traveled quite a distance underground. But it looks like we are coming to the end of this episode. We're going to grab these items, and then we're going to wrap up. Oh, perfect. Nice. Nice. Another golden nectar. Grab this item. I think I see a mist of... Okay, we have an enemy. I didn't see the second one. Let's see if we can take him out. And I died. Okay. Alright. Well. Not how I really wanted to wrap things up.
I really let you down out there.
Yeah, you did, buddy. Lyle, I expected more of you. Now we're all the way back here at this freaking thing. Way the hell back. And I know there was a mist of not too far away, but I figured if we can just kill those two guys first, we'd be okay. So anyway, starting with the next episode, episode 7, we will get back to where we were. I'm not going to try to work my way back there now, but we will, in episode 7, work our way there, take on the second retainer, return to Craig, who will likely give us another quest, and maybe do a few upgrades if we have to. So thank you guys for joining me. Uploads every Tuesday and Friday. So I will see you in the next one. All right. Take good care. Bye-bye. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe and comment. Thanks a lot for joining me. Bye.